destroyed in 25 moves is something you rarely see at the Olympiad. But in this video, our formidable FIDE master OSUNFUYI shows us how it's done. Let's check the video to find out. So the game starts out with knight to f3. Our opponent from Djibouti, currently rated 1779, responds with d5. Our FM plays e3 and his opponent responds with knight f6. c4 was played. He responds with e6, knight c3. Our FM is trying to play a dynamic position here as he hasn't trusted the center with a d4. Alright, so our opponent responds with a6, b3 was played, knight b d7. Alright, the most common move in this position is c5. Try and initiate this pawn push, but he rather plays knight b d7. Our FM responds with bishop b2, placing the bishop on the longest diagonal on the board, and he responds with b6. Now our FM plays cx d5, his opponent responds with ex d5, and he still doesn't play d4, but rather he plays rook to c1 instead. Now his opponent strikes with c5. I think this is a very good chance for him to play d4, which he does. So our opponent responds with bishop to b7, and he plays bishop to d3. But in this position, if black had captured c takes instead, are we to capture with the knight, the pawn, or the queen? You can take some seconds to find out. Alright, the correct answer is to capture back with the knight instead. The idea is d5 pawn become a strategic weakness that we can later use to wreak havoc in the position. But he didn't do that. He rather played bishop to b7, and our FM plays bishop to d3. Our opponent responds with bishop to d6, both sides castling. And now he plays pawn takes d5. The opponent responds pawn takes, and now he spends about 9 minutes to find this move, bishop to f5. A very strategic is trying to clear off the d file and start pressurizing the pawn, and then he responds with rook e8. Now FM starts the journey of attack by attacking this pawn now simultaneously with the knight and the rook. He plays queen e7. Our opponent, our FIDE master, plays queen c2, trying to clear up this rook or to come on into the action, and he plays knight e4. Now here comes a question: can you find the winning move for white in this position? Alright, so the correct answer starts with bishop takes d7, x clown, and now black is forced to capture. This cool tactic comes in, knight to b6, attacking both the rook and the queen, and he plays it, and queen e7, and he captures and captures. So look at the position. We can see now that black has the two bishops. Alright, so let's see how our FM still converts this position. Now he plays rook to e1, and our opponent plays queen to e6, knight to d2, captures. Good idea would have been to try and sacrifice this pawn on time to open up the light square bishop for attack. So having the two bishops combined would start creating attacking chances, but he rather goes for this one move threat, which our FM surprises him with this move, f4. It looks like a very risky move. On a deeper level, you would actually see that this pawn move actually obstructs this bishop, and you can see now that this move is no longer possible as there is a direct file between the two rooks. So then he now plays rook e6, trying to defend the rook with the pawn, still try and gear for this move. But now this actually gives our FM a very cool chance to play a very soft attacking move. So can you find a very cool move here for our FM? Can you guess what he played here? Alright, so for those who actually tried to find it and for those who just want to flex, the correct answer is bishop to a3. So he actually removed the bishop from this longer diagonal and placed it here instead to try and attack the weakness of this pawn. So now he tries to strike with d4, which doesn't actually help anything because he is overlooking the threat of this pawn here. Another key note to also identify in this position is that black has background issues. So none of his pawns have come forward, and therefore his king is actually in a very implicated situation here. So our FM plays bishop to c5, and then he responds with this. Now can you find the move that our FM played that actually made Omar realize that he was completely lost here? Alright, so to those who found this move, congratulations, and to those who just want to flex once again, the correct answer is bishop takes d6, sacrificing the queen. If our opponent had played this, our HM will gladly give up his queen, which he cannot accept because there will be a checkmate threat here. So our opponent, after seeing bishop takes d6 was made, he resigned, seeing that he had no more sufficient attack to win the game. And so that our formidable master was able to conquer our opponent from Djibouti and is now on perfect score. So we wish him all the best in the remaining games to come. Thanks for watching, and if you do have ideas or suggestions about the game or you have answers, you can please write in the comment section. Thank you so much.